Alright, I mean, hey, whatever works.
Y'all can hear me. Stream starting soon, sorry! right, for real this time. Hi, hello every puppy. Welcome to the stream. How we doing today? Hopefully everybody's having the utmost, I should say, wonderful and wonderful time. Excuse me. For those of you who don't remember or don't even know, maybe it's just been a while, we'll see, but Kirby NUZLOCKE. Basically, the way that this works is that I have live split open. I just like timing myself with these things. I can't help it. But crash and sleep don't count. Those are just not factored in. Maybe that's a bit of a rule change, I don't remember, but they don't count. But basically, I get an ability. When I lose the ability, it's gone. So if I have Sword, because that's the first ability I get, when it's knocked out of me, I click this button on here. Sword shows up on the stream. That means it is gonzo. If it's not on the stream, that means it's not gonzo. To pretty much avoid making this a normal Kirby solo, the way that I've designed the rules for us to get around that is that if I don't have an ability, I have to grab the first ability that I see that's not on the death total as soon as I see it. This does mean that every NUZLOCKE starts with Sword. Well, it starts with normal Kirby, but before long, it starts with Sword. That's basically the extent of the rules. If all of the abilities die, then it's game over. We lose. The only rule change from last time is that when we go to the blacksmith, if we change abilities at the blacksmith, what the ruling used to be is that the ability was gone once we went to the blacksmith. So if I had Drill and upgraded Chain Bomb, then Drill was dead because I'm a big silly tee-hee ha-ha. I am going to rescind that. That rule no longer counts. That said, the ruling that is still in place is, doesn't have to, it's not a 100% playthrough, it's just not. But, we do the main campaign, Star-Crossed Worlds, and the post-game. Not that we've ever made it to the post-game, mind you, but if we beat the post-game, I would also like to do the Coliseum Cups. I would like to give those a try. But yeah, otherwise, that's the rules, so let's get started. Alex, when NUZLOCKEs are sus, and so are dark screens. Thank you for the brain rot. Knife, welcome to the stream. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day today. Thank you so much for the head pats. K-Tine, welcome as well. Hal, welcome as well. Kirby, you're so right. Lizzie, hello, hello. Doing good? I'm glad to hear you're doing good. That's awesome. Claire has remembered the NUZLOCKE, but Hal has forgotten about Kirby, so really, how much are we winning today? Meanwhile, on the YouTube end, Arthur, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for the head pats and the fish react. Daisy's World, welcome as well. Hopefully having a wonderful, wonderful day, as is everybody, of course. Sure to love losing everything to being bumped once. Hey, Forgotten Land, when you lose your abilities, it's very consistent. It's the strength of the hit. So I know which attacks are going to be the ones that make me lose my ability. It's not, like the, well, not really that many that you lose your ability in one hit. Just talking main series, I think it's only Adventure, KDL 2... Nightmare, Amazing Mirror, and Squeak Squad. I think those are the only ones. Wait, Claire, come back. I need to see tornado action. Well, you're in the right place. Dawn Fluff. I'm the Dawn. The Dawn. Welcome aboard, Lunam. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're wonderful and wonderful. I don't know if it's Lunam or Lunam. I'm not sure. But welcome aboard. Yonity, welcome aboard. Hopefully you're doing awesome. I just ate Ruffles chips. Fluffle chips? Claire, what's up, Heavy? I am out, but driving home in about an hour, so I will be listening. Hey, listen. Nothing wrong with listening. That's why I'm listening. Ha ha ha! Alright, okay. You can tell we're playing on the Switch, too, because this frame rate, silky smooth. Oh, this is 60 FPS Forgotten Land action. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Listen, I am not the person to talk to about frame rates. Unless it's Kirby. Then I know what I'm talking about. When you're doing Magolor Epilogue, it knows like you lose a life, lives equal upgrades. I don't know about that. Largely, I don't know about that because I don't know. I'm not gonna die in Magolor Epilogue. Like, there's a possibility of me dying before I unlock the dash attack, I guess. But once I unlock the dash attack, that mode's kind of over. I don't know how I feel about a Nuzlocke for that one. We're not gonna use the internet for this one. We'll do wild mode. I know speedruns don't do wild mode because it takes longer. But, we're not speedrunning. I'm just timing myself. Which I guess means that we're speedrunning, but whatever. Of course, I would be remiss to mention that, this is the final stream before, Claire Fluffle's fun-filled speedrunny yap yes yay! The August extravaganza event where I will be uploading, not only videos every Saturday, but also shorts daily and streams daily. So, you know, stay tuned for August. There's going to be a watch time-a-thon in August as well, so that's very important. This is the final hoorah of, my free time before we enter August. The internet is suboptimal. It is literally suboptimal. You get hit, you lose a life, not an actual life. I don't know about that either, because getting hit is like a, I don't know, I think getting hit is kind of a weird metric, unless there is an immediate result, like if it's a game where you lose an ability. I don't know, I'm not really feeling. Magolor Epilogue is a great mode, don't get me wrong, but I would need somebody to prove to me that it would be a good time before I do it, you know? This sounds like kind of a hassle to keep up with. But what's not a hassle to keep up with is Forgotten Land. I love Forgotten Land. So we're gonna get started. I'm excited. I haven't done this Nuzlocke in a while. I get a little tilted. When I lose abilities in this, I get a little tilted. So that should be fun. But there's really not really much else left to do. So 3, 2, 1, public. It's been like a year. So I don't know about a year. Maybe. Hard maybe. Okay, that auto swallow. The auto swallow change is just instinct. Wee. Sorry. I'm gonna go check. Yeah, and maybe it was 2025. Maybe in that regard it's been a year, but I don't think it's been like a full 365 days. I don't think it could be that long. Singularity! Let the one channel play looking out for you, and thank you so much for the head patch. Thank you so very much. Thank you. You made it just in time. We just started, so obviously no abilities have died yet. But also means that no abilities have survived, because none of them are dead. Oopie! Oopie, 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 oopie. Kirby's jumping up and down for joy because there's puppy. Oh, that's actually a puppy, so let's not kill the puppy immediately after saying we're jumping up and down for joy because of a puppy. You can do it, thank you. I have failed this, what are we on, like 8 failed attempts, I think? Maybe Wolfgang will find that out. Bud Bags, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the head pats. How are you? I hope you're doing wonderful and wonderful today. Did I get it? Yes, I got it. All right, chat, check this out. Poof. I don't know why it does that, but it's so funny. Chaku, welcome to the stream. Yay! Thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Thank you so much. Thank you, Knife. You got this. Got this. Turns out last try was 9 months ago. Okay, so yeah, it was 2025, but not a full year. Okay. Thank you for the blah, blah, blah. Alright, back in action. We're like the Looney Tunes. Hesitating. What are we talking about here? Zenku. Well, hi, Zenku, first of all. Hope you're doing wonderful and wonderful today. Chaku, thank you for the showtime. Hesitating with what? Forgotten Land? I would get Forgotten Land. I mean, I don't think that should come as a surprise to anybody. If you would like my opinion, Forgotten Land, like, look at this. Look at this game. Look at this game. Look at this game. There's not even a contest. You buy Forgotten Land. But that's just my opinion. You know, obviously it's not the gospel. Although, you could imagine. Scary noises are back. Heavies in chat. They're not going anywhere. Alright, we've got Sword, by the way. Sword with the one change to the rule set, I guess, that I made. Sword does benefit. If we beat Gorimando and Sword is still available, it isn't gone forever. We actually might get to see Sword past Sword 1. Might. The keyword is might. I would really like to not lose Sword, just because it's not an ability that I particularly value. Sword, your favorite. Exactly. Exactly. I like Kirby. Me too. Me too. I love Kirby. I love her. Every chance I get to play the game chat, I'm always so happy. Always so happy to get to play Forgotten Land. Such a good time. Let me also tell you, every time that there's a mouthful, it's just like, what a relief. You can't lose your ability, as far as I know at least. Maybe there's an exception, but as far as I am aware, you can't lose your ability when you're in mouthful mode. So I just get to relax. I don't have to worry about losing whatever ability I've got. Kirby, KFL is so peak. I love it. Kirby is cool. I agree. Kirby is cool. Singularity with the 7-stream streak. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Now, mind you, I did mention, not Singularity specifically, but everybody. I did mention that, you know, there were some changes to how, like, the rules are concerned and all that jazz. Excuse me. But, if I get rid of my ability by mistake, that still counts. If I'm being a big silly, that's too bad. Okay, there you go. Alright, nice, nice. CJ, welcome aboard. Hope you're wonderful and wonderful today. I haven't gotten the DLC for this game yet. How was it? Okay, how's this? For me, I find it worth it because I'm a nut. And, the frame rate boost and the new, boss content, like, the new boss fights, I thought were immaculate. The actual, like, levels, what most people are gonna be around for, they're very good in a vacuum. But I think you're gonna see it, like, when we do our playthrough. But I feel like when you're just doing a full game run, they are implemented really badly. Hope this doesn't go into spoiler territory since I really want the DLC. Oh, yeah. No. That's, well, okay, so this playthrough might, depending on how far we get. But in terms of, like, that quick little mini review that I gave, that's the extent of it. I know the game came out almost a year ago at this rate, holy smokes. But, you know, I do understand, even though a year's gone by, you know, people still want to try the game. They haven't gotten the chance to, because Switch 2 is very expensive. The base game is $60, and then the DLC is an extra $20. On top of having to buy a Switch 2 for it. The Switch 2 is going to be going up in price very soon. Yeah, you're looking at, like, after taxes, you're probably looking at over $600 if you want to Switch 2 and Forgotten Land. So I completely understand why people are not able to buy it. Just because they want it doesn't mean that they are able to buy it. Unfortunately, if desire was enough, we'd be in a good spot. But alas. This isn't a 100% playthrough. We're not going to be going for all the Waddle Dees. We're not going to be going for a full 100% save. But, might as well get what we can get, right? This is still a great game. So, let's explore. Let's actually explore in Kirby Discovery. Don't lose an ability by upgrading to Chain Bomb this time. Oh, Wolfgang, I guess you missed the very beginning. There was one small rule change that largely benefits Sword, but in your book, it'll benefit Drill, too. I want Cone Bee, but it's much slower than just doing this. Which, don't get me wrong, Sword is also much slower than being able to slide kick like a normal person, but whatever. But if we go into the, I got the second tulip, right? Thank God, okay. But yeah, the extra rule that I think you missed out on, if we go into the blacksmith and we get a new ability, the ability that got replaced is no longer dead. So if we upgrade Sword to, Volcano Fire, for example, which we will. But if we upgrade, yeah, so when we upgrade to Volcano Fire, for example, we're not, losing Sword after doing that. I just think for the sake of actually being able to see, abilities after the blacksmith. Yes! I always get that first try now. It's so funny. I love that you can do this. Like, it's absolutely unintended, but it's so funny. It's so funny. It's also slower. Wait, chat, look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay, so we're gonna hit him from the back. He's gonna go, owie. We hit him. Look at Kirby's flips. He's so sick with it. He's so sick with it. It's awesome. When the Claire is Fluffle! Hello, Darketty. Thank you so much for that head patch. Thank you so much. How are you? Hope you're doing wonderful and wonderful today. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Hope everything is going great. Wonderful and wonderful, all that jazz. Hiya! Alright, let's not get hit. Again, I'm not trying to lose sword here. Definitely not my favorite. But, still don't want to lose it if I can avoid it. Greetings, people. Conby is based. I love Conby. If you've spoken to me on Discord for more than 5 seconds, you've seen me Conby react. I love Conby. So, this is so annoying. I can't show it off because I have to keep sword. But this here, you can actually cut it with cutter. You don't need sword. Anything that you actually do need to cut, you don't have to cut with sword. You can also do it with cutter. Which, granted, that also means that you don't have to do it with cutter. You can do it with sword, but not as many people know about cutter. Oh, excuse me. Conby, react her now. Alright, chat. I'm gonna get this someday. When money is more permitting, but how would you feel about a Claire emote that is Conby? It's me, but I have the Conby mouthful. How would you all feel about that? Howdy. Howie! Yes! Yes! I'm glad we're on board with this. Yes! Okay, we did it. Glad we're on board with this idea. When you're selfish, poor, so you gotta use poor man Claire emojis. Well, thank you for the head pat attempt. Appreciate those. Cone Lair, I think like Cone B Lair Fluffle maybe? Cone Blair? Something like that? I don't know. That sounds great. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Is there a convenient rules list anywhere? Hi, Poyo. I think there was at one point. Maybe we can pause the timer? I don't remember what my pause button is, but if you would like, I can pause and like write one up real quick. But basically, I mean, it's pretty simple to understand. I'll explain it real quick. Hi, Poyo, by the way. Hope you're wonderful and wonderful. But basically, we get an ability. When we lose the ability, it is gone. You know, we put it on the death list. That death list will be a graveyard that is shown on stream at all times. We just haven't lost an ability yet because we're 10 minutes in. And then once all the abilities are gone, it's game over. That could have sniped us, actually. I think that fireball knocks our ability out. Sleep and crash do not count because they're single use. I just don't really feel like trying to factor them in. And the only exception to what I listed before is when we are at the blacksmith. If we change our ability at the blacksmith, I am allowed to use an ability that I lost from the blacksmith. Since, you know, it didn't really die, we just kind of swapped it out. Like, when you're doing a Nuzlocke, if you put a Pokemon in the PC, that doesn't by default mean that they're dead, for example, right? So in that same token, I think being able to do what I just explained is totally fine. Another Forgotten Land stream, Ender Kirby! What's going on? What's shaking? Hope you're wonderful and wonderful today. It is Forgotten Land. It is a Kirby Nuzlocke. We attempted these a lot last year. We didn't win a single one. Because, it is not a 100% playthrough, but we are trying to beat the main campaign, the DLC, and the post-game. All three of those are what our goals are. Does ditching an ability manually count as losing it? Yes. And even if I do it as a mistake, that just means that, you know, I'm one silly dog. It's like in Looney Tunes, the day the earth blew up, and it goes, that is one loony duck. But instead of loony duck, it's silly dog. But if it happens, you know, intentionally, if I'm like, oh man, I want fire, so I intentionally get rid of sword to grab fire, sword is gone. The only time that losing an ability does not mean that it's gone is, again, going to the blacksmith. Because you're not really, it's not really dying, it's just not being equipped. I guess that's the way I'm gonna go, that's what I'm gonna go with. If I didn't mention this, I think I did, but just in case I didn't mention this, how we avoid this just becoming a normal Kirby playthrough is that when we don't have an ability, when we're normal Kirby, as soon as we see an ability that is not on the death graveyard, we have to grab it. So, like, if I had lost Sword before, and we saw that hothead right there, I would have had to grab it. Unless we had already grabbed Fire and we lost it. In that case, we would go right by it. We would keep normal Kirby and everything's fine. And then, obviously, once all the abilities are gone, once the whole roulette has gone through, it's game over. They turned her into a Kirby clone. Oh, God. They turned her into a marketable Kirby clone. Clone. I don't know where clone came from. Sorry. Every ability... Oh, eject ability is just like using self-destruct. Yes, that's a great way to describe it, actually. Literally, that is a great way to describe it. Self-destruct. Deposits Pokemon in the PC box. The Pokemon realizing I accidentally sent it to the graveyard, and they're seeing all of their dead comrades. That's what I do when I do the Nuzlocks. I don't, Oh my god, sword, please? Okay. I don't release them. I deposit them. I keep their corpses in a box. Are Treasure Roads fair game? Yes, they are. I'm not sure how many of them that I'm going to do, because I don't know how many times I'm going to want to upgrade my abilities. Plus, if I do really want to upgrade the abilities, I think in older Nuzlocke, geez. I think in, well, no, that's what it is, older Nuzlocks, yeah. I think in older runs, I either didn't allow them, or just for the sake of speed, not that this is a speed run, but for the sake of speed, you're right, we do need a rules doc. But I don't think I really ever went through with them. I just used passwords. Which we still will be taking advantage of passwords in this, don't worry. But, yeah. Treasure Roads are fair game. I just don't know how many of them I'm gonna do. Is Drill Stab to Upward Slash better than Slide Kick Jump in Forgotten Land? You're talking about with Sword, right? It is strictly worse in basically every way. Except for damage, but if you're using that combo for damage, it's not very good. The not sword, I should specify, the not sword slide kick into short hop, rinse, repeat, is strictly better than, oh no! My towel that I was using for soundproofing fell off. I could already tell the difference in audio quality. Wow. That thing really works. I'll fix that later. It's not, like, super necessary. If I was recording, I'd be very upset. But I'm not recording. I'm streaming. So, it's fine. There's a lot of things that knock your ability out in this game, by the way. Like, obviously these boulders do. The cappies by themselves don't, but I believe the caps of the cappies knock your ability out. We have to be very careful of these boulders, though. The Bernard themajigs also. Speaking of Bernards, this doesn't have anything to do with Ranger, but it does have to do with, oh god, it does have to do with two-player. Because you can use Bandana D to get the Waddle Dees that you would get from Ranger, for the most part. Two-player is strictly not allowed. No Bandana D at all. The post office, it exists somewhere. The post office exists in the Kirbyverse. The Kirbyverse has stamps. Well, actually, no, they have stickers. I know they have stamps, but they definitely have stickers. God, there's so many enemies. Oh my god, that was okay. I was actually really scared about that one. If that sword guy hit me, sword was gone. Okay, YouTube, I'll give you credit where it's due. You don't pause the stream for me when you give an ad anymore. Saves me having a time to reload to catch up. Hey! YouTube did something right. Good. Good. Oh, man, does not feel good saying that YouTube did something right, but all the same. In mobility, momentum with sword for the combo, basically as a combo extender. Yeah, but with sword itself, like, that's fine. If you're using sword for momentum, you have, like, so many better options. Like the car. Alright, we do not have to worry about losing sword for the rest of the level. Thank goodness. Oh, man, you can tell it's been a while since I played. I didn't do the speedrun tech. Oh, but I'll do the speedrun tech here. Check this out, chat. It's really cool. Look at this. Hi-ya! Oh, please, please. Okay. YouTube did something right. Twitch did something wrong. Let's go. Wait. Yes. Well, I guess Twitch hasn't done anything wrong yet. I guess you're right about that. I suppose. Ooh, although actually, Buttbags, you being here has reminded me. I need to start doing live chat. Because YouTube has a setting between top chat and live chat. It defaults to top chat. So I usually keep it there because I'm lazy. But I need to be doing live chat because top chat kind of stinky. Currently playing as Jonkler. I like that name. I like Jonkler. Who spread the Batman Arkham Brainrot into here? What is the Jonkler Batman? I don't use Vanilla Sword in Arena. I use it when I feel like flip dodging and stuff. Top chat censors me. It's because you're too powerful, Buttbags. Claire Fluffle out of context. First thing I heard when I joined was Jonkler. What's up, Galaxy fan? Welcome aboard. Hope you'll like the Jonkler. Top chat just censors people for no reason. Yeah, like, it's so weird. It's annoying to me because it doesn't... Not that we've gotten, like, phobes in a while. Oh god, the spiky enemies knock your ability out, too. The Needleless, that's what they're called. The Needleless, they knock your ability out right away. Oh god, so do those bones. Look, a lot of things in this game knock your ability out right away, okay? It's scary. That's why I try to run along the railings, because they're safest. A Woofy Stone. They don't knock your ability out right away. That's nice. By any chance... Oh, God, that's a Needleless. Hold on. I'm scared. Love you, sword. Okay, let me get away from these bombs, actually, because they will knock my ability out. Gee, Claire, it sounds like everything knocks your ability out. Check this out. I still have it. Haha. Take that. Take that. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Why not fight head on? It can be flip dodging. It's easy to pull off. Well, I mean, if we're strictly going to talk about the Nuzlocke, we're not going to talk about speedrunning because, I mean, obvious. But if we're going to talk about Nuzlocking, sword is really not good. Because if you want to deal damage to enemies, you have to hit them, close range, which really risks losing your ability if you have to get that close. Losing an ability in one hit sucks. Makes the GBA Kirby games harder for me to enjoy. Not Amazing Mirror, though. I love Amazing Mirror. Nightmare in Dreamland, like, whatever. But I love Amazing Mirror. I love Amazing Mirror. Jonkler is just a brainwad way to say Joker. I don't know what that image of Joker is, but I really like Jonkler. Brain compels me to do KSSU True Arena. Which ability should I use? No hammer, suplex, or real. Parasol! You already know it. You already know, Parasol. I love the Candy remix in this game, by the way. I'm doing the speedrun route, by the way, so not going for that. Why are you making Kirby face the candy? Because Kirby likes to ponder the existence of candy. That's why. So if you lose sword, it's all forms of it, yes. Is that faster? No, this is faster. No! I was really hoping we could make it in time so that we could do the speedrun strat. Whatever. Alright, you see... Oh, I forgot! Sword, also stinky because... Oh, thank God we got this one. Okay. No, go. Oh my God. Okay. God. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Whew. Oh my God, Hito. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, Hito. Yes. Okay. So you understand. All right. Can I, like, you're not banned in my chat, are you? Can I do, like, unban Husky Hito? Okay, I am really sorry. I can read your messages, Hito. I'm not sure if anybody else can see them. I'm assuming there is a funny with you and Swaddles. One of Swaddles' mods accidentally banned me for 0.5 seconds. Okay, I am so sorry about that. I tried doing unban. I can see them? Alright, good. Okay, want me to unban? I would say yes, but I just tried, and he's not banned in our chat, so it's okay. Hito is banned. I'm surprised, honestly, I'm surprised it was Swaddles and not Vol. But, Cutter knocks me out. Okay. Oh, another rule, by the way, just to let you know, mixing is banned as well. No mixes. We're getting all of the candy, the donuts, I think. Oh, wait, no, we're not. I think we missed one. Because we're not doing the... Well, no, I don't think the first room has a donut. I think it's the second room that has a donut. And this one we can do legit. I remember which one it is. Nightmare feels less forgiving on that front. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you know, it's modeled more after Adventure, which was... Kirby? Okay. I thought I was stuck. Alright, I don't remember what I was talking about. Sword Kirby OC in the room. Stop mocking the ability. I will never be silenced. Sword slander will never be silenced. Also, I just ate all of their food, LMAO. It was purely 100% an accident because I sent a message the exact same time one of the mods clicked too, so I got banned. That's